Jim Cramer here to answer your Twitter questions on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Jim, everyone's talking about it. You've been writing about it. The first question, what to do with Apple?
Okay, now look, Apple's become a bad stock, all right, because people felt that they didn't beat the 47 million cell phones. It's all keying on that. And then people are saying, well, it's really like the Chinese auto numbers, which are tremendously bad. BMW had to cut, Audi had to cut. My suggestion is this. Apple does not get support, thank you my friend Matt Horween for checking these things, until 107. It's in a technical grip, meaning that it's just technically really bad. So, I mean, people who follow the technicals are just banging the stock and they're shorting the stock. I like to take a longer term view and say, listen, it's an inexpensive stock. We may finally be getting a price that, say, between 107 and 110, that makes you feel like you should be a buyer. A lot of people have turned on Apple. I'm not turning on Apple. I think it's okay.
All right, Jim, another recent high flyer, Twitter. One viewer asks, how does that stock get its mojo back?
Okay, Twitter has to go down so low that there could be a bidding war. I'm not kidding. Now, Action Alerts owns Apple and Action Alerts owns some Twitter. It's been a huge mistake. We managed to sell some higher, then we got frozen. Twitter's very poorly run. I think the company is not going to be interesting until 1920. I know that sounds ridiculous, but they are in disarray, and a lot of people keep leaving. At that level, I think someone does try to scoop them up, whether it be Google, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Yahoo. But it's got to go down, at least 15–20% before you get a bidding war.
Jim, let's turn our attention to biotech. A lot of questions about that today. A few names I'll throw out here. People want to know about Avonex, Lexicon Pharma, Intrexon, if you have any thoughts on where those go.
These are not, they got to be focused on Regeneron. Regeneron reported unbelievable numbers and it's terrific. Or focus on BioMarin, which reported a number that was very strong and it's got a lot of things in the pipeline. The little ones right now are not performing well, and we're going to have to wait for the big guys to do well before the little ones turn.
And finally, Jim, a question on Alcoa and where you think that stock might go by the end of the year.
There was an upgrade in Alcoa today. The problem with Alcoa is that it makes aluminum. All right, now it's done so much to be able to change the way that it's levered now more to airlines. But if you look at any commodity maker, whether it be rubber, whether it be copper, whether it be oil, whether it be cotton, whether it be iron, steel, it doesn't matter. And you know what? I think that you could say, well, Jim, why didn't you tell people to sell Alcoa? I did not know that there would be the most ultimate bear market in commodities of my lifetime, and that has to do with China. Do I think you can stick with Alcoa? Yes, I think it's very good, but I'm not going to tell you buy it, it's going to go to 11, because I'm beaten down like everybody else on the commodity side. The commodity stocks are horrendous.
Jim Cramer, as always, thanks. Remember, send your questions to Jim at Jim Cramer, #CramerQ. I'm Rhonda Schaffler for The Street.